Good morning. Say hey when you're hopping on. I'm going to get this set up. I'm going to go over and share this on my business page. So many exciting things going on today. It's Monday. Welcome back from the weekend. Did you guys do anything fun for the weekend? Let me get this shared. This business page, Becky Piper, Life is a Journey. I will also download it and share it on YouTube later today, so look for that. I've been doing that with my videos because after 30 days, Facebook deletes them. So I'm putting them out for reference out on YouTube on my channel, Becky Piper, Life is a Journey. So if you haven't followed and subscribed to that, that would be awesome if you would do so. All right, let's get started. First, this is in my bundle that I put together for today. And with that bundle, the free gift is changing. I'm taking my collagen to excitingness. It's changing to a full bag of hair, skin, and nail gummies, and we're going to talk about how you can glow up from the inside out. So hair, skin, and nails gummies. Hair, skin, and nails. One thing I learned recently, which I was doing it wrong after taking them all these years, was I was taking one in the morning and one at night. Well, with the ingredients that are in this to make sure that they're getting the best benefit, you're not supposed to have caffeine or coffee 2 hours before or 2 hours after. So one of them gummies, because I have coffee every morning, I was not getting the full benefit from. So I switched and I'm taking my 2 gummies at night because I don't drink coffee at night. So you want to make sure that it happens. But if you need improved health in your hair, so the volume, keeping it from falling out so readily, shedding, you want to make sure that it's going to help with the radiance and the glow. And it also helps improve if you have sparse brows and lashes, and improving your split ends. Now, the other good thing about these gummies, let me take this quick. Is you can start to see effects in as little as 1 month. So the gummies, this is a 1 month supply, and you'll get it free with any bundle that you purchase that are 3 products or more. I can help you put together some fun bundles, or you can put together like a lip bundle, any 3 or 4 products, and you're going to get those free gummies. Now, here's the thing. You want to run to make sure that they're in your cart, because what's going to happen is these are going to go fast. This is like a $40 value. If we run out of those in the amount of time that we have, then we're going to substitute a lip gloss, which, I mean, I like the lip glosses, but choosing the gummies over the lip gloss, I'm using the illuminating primer today because we're going to do a glow up look. See how that makes it a little bit extra glowy. If you have any questions on the hair, skin, and nails gummies, I've been taking hair, skin, and nail gummies for a really long time. They showed up at one time at my hair salon, and I got a free sample. So then I started taking them because they said that would help my nails. My nails were not the best. And so I started taking them, and I was taking them. They were the Nature's Bounty ones, I think. And so I had already been taking them, but when I came out with my own product, I'm like, well, I'm going to switch and take those instead. So I gradually, when I ran out of the other ones, I fully switched to this. Now, full disclosure, for a while, I was like double dosing because I was taking the other kind plus these. And like I said, I just recently learned that I should not be taking those to get the full effect of the ingredients with coffee before or after. So we switched, and we're taking them at night. Okay. So the bundle I put together for you today that you can grab these free gummies, and there's a link in the description of the video so you can grab that, is the illuminating primer. It is this color of blush that I'm going to use it for. I also grabbed, where is it? Oh, here it is. Included a illuminating primer. Nope, not that one. Did I forget to grab it? I think it's this one. Yes. This is a highlighter that's in there, so that's kind of glowy. And then of course, Quadra. Quadra's like to finish the look of all of it. So that's going to help with your glow. So I got the primer on. I'll let that set a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeshadow. But my topic of the day, besides being so excited about these gummies, I had to let you know about those. Now, regardless, if for whatever reason we're not running out of them, which I highly doubt, they are only going to be the free gift through Wednesday anyway. So grab it now. Grab it now. All right, I'm going to do Pinky Promise. And this is a new product that not everybody has. In fact, nobody can get it until, October. But I'm playing around with it. It's replacing our liquid shadows. And I am in love with these things. Now, I loved the other liquid shadows too. So that is amazing. All right, I'm going to go ahead and blend this in. So my topic today is about perfectionism. Nobody's perfect. Do you like work to see if you can do things perfectly? I know I did for a long time, especially with my health journey. I wanted things to always be perfect. So when I joined, it was like, okay, what am I supposed to eat? I'm only going to eat those things. I'm going to like stay within my whatever, if it was points. I don't know if it was points at that time. I don't think it was points. I think I had that slider thing. I'd have to ask my daughter if she remembers what it was when we joined back in 2009. But whatever it was, I was not going to stray. I'm like, if I felt like I, was eating too many sweets or whatever, I was going to completely cut sweets out forever. And that was just the end. And I also felt like I had to do everything perfectly as far as, I will admit though, they weren't really talking about activity back then. So I didn't have to worry about it because I was not an active person. In fact, one of the reasons I joined in the first place was because we were on a family vacation and I couldn't even walk a solid block in the city. We were in Chicago without resting. And I was, 2009, I'm 62 now. You're going to have to do the math because I don't, no. I don't remember exactly how old I was, but I was probably in my 40s. So anyway, I couldn't do that. And it was slowing the family down and I was not enjoying things as much as I could because I was having to rest all the time. It's like, isn't this pretty? I love this color. It's got a little glow up in it anyway. I'm going to give a little extra up here just to kind of, with the eyes open so I can see it. So that was one of my reasons. So I was, when I joined, it was like, I'm going to do everything perfect. I'm not going to stray from what it should be. I'm going to follow all the rules. And what happens is eventually you crash and burn. When the sugar happens, the sugar really happens. And you go like off the deep end. So how I have tried to switch from that over the years is that I got to let myself have some sugar and just take the gain. The gain is going to happen because I feel like I'm super sensitive to sugar, like actual sugar things like brownies and stuff like that. Not necessarily because I'm eating a ton of them, because I don't really have them all that often. I do have them. But I think my body is just now so overly sensitive to the sugar thingies that it naturally goes up the next day. In fact, there are days when I know that I'm super sensitive to sodium too. I'm going to put a little bit of this glowy stuff right on the lid. And that just is the way it is. Yesterday, in fact, yesterday is one of those days. I knew I was going to be over 140 this morning because I was 139 something yesterday anyway, but we were having brats for dinner and homemade brats. So I know exactly what's in them. I have the recipe in the app and it's actually my chicken sausage that I eat every morning. At least it's one serving of it. But when I have it as a brat, there's like 4 servings of it in one thing. And so I was having that. As I looked at the sodium last night after I'd entered everything for the day, and it was like 4,500. I'm like, okay. So I knew this morning it was going to be up. So switching my perfectionist mindset was like, oh, we gotta not have any sodium at all. Like, can't really do that I can't really do that. I have salt. Salt happens. And I know how I react to it. So, yeah. The quote I have is, don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good, because you still have good. And especially if you let yourself enjoy things without being super critical on yourself, then that's the good. That's the good in life. Here's something else that's good in life. Coffee. Alrighty. There we go. Okay, that's the eyes. I'm going to put a little bit of setting spray. So run and get those gummies this week. How can you pick those up for free? So if you put three unique things in your cart from my site that have a retail of $20 or more. So they can be on sale for like 10 bucks, $5, whatever, as long as the retail, like, and that'll be grayed out and there'll be the regular price of $20 or more. You put 3 of those in your cart and you're going to get the free gummies. So your cart can be like bottom, like low, like $35, $40 at the most. And you're going to get the $40 gummies free. And if you've been wanting to try the gummies, this is the way to do it. I mean, you could just go buy the bag of the gummies, but why when you get, 3 things and you get them free? All right. Let's see. Let's put a little bit of color corrector underneath the eyes. I told my daughter this morning, it's supposed to be decent. I mean, the blue skies are like popping out there this morning. So we'll go for a walk here soon. But I like to sit outside and read when it's not super hot out. Even I try to sit out. And yesterday I thought it was going to be that day. The sun was out, but it was like 85, 88, and it was humid yesterday. So I was outside for a little while until I started to get super sweaty, and I don't like to sweat. Let's be real. I just don't. Goodness. I might need some more of that coffee. All right, did I get this? Yes, I did. I'm gonna blend this out a little bit. So why do you want to glow up? As we age, like, our skin gets a little bit more dull looking. That's just the way it is. So we can do things to help it look more glowy, like taking collagen, things like that improves our hair, skin, and nails. But we're still gonna have to deal with it as we get older. So yeah, we got to do some things to make it look a little bit glowy. And why do we want to do that? Is because it helps us look more vibrant, more awake, younger. It's looking younger is not always the most important thing, but it does give your confidence a boost when you feel like confident in how you're looking. All right, that's just a little bit of under eye corrector. I did put a link in the description if you've never bought a dermatology product before, and I make no commission on it. It's one of the products I really like, but I have a share code that you can save 30%, 35% on your first order. And it's really not super expensive, but I really like it as a concealer underneath my eyes. There's dry patch in the nose. Look how shiny that illuminating primer is. It's a little shiny. All right, let's put a little eyeliner on this. Now these you can get right now. Coming out in September is my lip balm, which I'll use one of those today too. And my brow gel, and I've been using that. I'm obsessed with the brow gel. I really am. Because my brows, yeah. I need to use my right hand for this. There goes the lid to the floor. Let's pull that just a little bit there. And we're going to use a spongy just to kind of smudge that out a little bit. And you want to pull things upwards when you're putting especially your shadows on. Just lifts things up for you. All right. I have a friend that's having me do a online party for her in September. Yep, there went the lid. Did you hear that? So we're going to be pulling together the things for that. And excitingly, she's more of a lip and, she doesn't wear mascara, but she wears lip things and likes it a lot as skincare. So the lip balms are coming out just in time for her. I sent her one and she loves it. Okay, we're going to use our tinted moisturizer. Here's where we're talking about perfection. Perfection would be, you got to cover every little freckle up and have flawless looking foundation and whatever. As I've aged, I don't have to if I don't want to. And tinted moisturizer is one that, sounds like we're taking the old car for our walk this morning, because if you can hear the rumbly, that is the old 67 Dart. Papa's mentioned, that's what we call him, Papa, has mentioned that he's been wanting to get it out. We haven't had it out in a while because it's been so hot. And we don't take it out necessarily in the summer when it's super hot, only because there's no air conditioning. But not so much that. You can always take it out in the evenings or whatever and be okay with that. But when it's 100 and some degrees or even 90 degrees in the summertime, when you take it out, it's really hard on the motor, on that old motor. So yeah, so we just don't as much in the summer, but we can take it all winter long, which is so much different than what it was in Michigan, because you had to basically store your cars in the winter. Like if we were lucky, we would make it till like November 15th. That was like Deer Day was my gauge. Good morning, Esther. Deer Day was my gauge of whether or not how long we can keep the cars out in Michigan. If we made it that long, it's November 15th. It'd be like, woohoo, we're good, we made it, because we stored the really good cars in the winter time and didn't put them out where there was any, like, heaven forbid, any salt on the road for the old cars. So we just didn't. All right, let's get some of the contour on. We'll finish up the look, and then we're going for a walk, and then, oh, you're traveling, correct, Esther? You're at your destination today because you traveled yesterday. That's exciting. Hopefully the travels went well. I was mentioning earlier, Dee's gonna have an online party in September. So that'll be fun. I got to put together new content because it's been a minute since I've done an online party. Plus we've got some new products coming out in September that I'm going to want to feature. So, yep, that's what I thought. Okay, that's right. That's where you were. My son-in-law is traveling today too. He's actually going from Virginia to, what is this one? Flurry Frost. He's going from Virginia to California for some training for the Air Force. Okay, let's see. We're going to use, it's called, nope, not that one. I keep grabbing the wrong one. Blush Beach. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this is a little tip and trick here. I love these cream shadow sticks, but sometimes when you put them on, swipe them on, they can be pretty bold. So what I'm going to do is put it on the back of my hand. And one does two things. If you have a cream product, it warms it up first before you put it on your face. See, doesn't that pretty color? And then you put your brush in it. And then you can actually just tap it in place. And that way you've got like a little bit more muted of the color. And it just, because it warms it up, it glides on your face. And I'll put a little bit right there. Doing a little bit of a glowy look, helps us look a little bit younger. All right. That's good for that for right now. I'm gonna do the brows. It's my new sneak peek to my brow gel that's coming out September 1st. And it smooths the brows out, but actually gives them more of a shape, because my brows have been plucked for years, and so they just, like, when you pluck those babies or wax them, you know, where you're ripping it out by the roots for a long time, there's just no possible way they can come back from that. Now, if the gummies would help, if that were not the case, if they just, for whatever reason, hair had started to fall out or not be as thick. I know a lot of people, when they went through COVID, had trouble with their hair falling out in clumps. So collagen and gummies can help with that. But if I just pluck them, they're not going to come back. So, but I really like about this is it's tinted for one. Got 5 different shades that'll be coming out. But then it shapes things. I can actually have a shape in my brows. So I'm brushing upwards first, and then I'm pulling it through the remainder of the brow to give it a little bit of a shape. Good morning. Good morning. So we're actually going to have brows today. But what I like about them, I can make them look kind of bushy. And that means that they've got some shape going upwards. Now, my daughter was able to try this too. So she is liking the brow gel. Because I got all the colors when I went to convention, and she's a lighter complexion, so she has lighter hair. And so she got to try the lighter shade. I don't know if you can see. See, I can like pull that up and give it some actual like shape. It looks like I have hairs there. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. I have hair. But what you can do, like if you're like me and you have some of the sparse brows going on, you can beef it up with a little bit of pencil, which our brow pencil is really cool too. It just fills it in a little bit more, gives it a little bit more shape. And mine get really, really sparse on the outer edge, so don't miss out on those free gummies. They're only today through Wednesday, so don't miss. All right, so let's get a little bit of, gotta find that brush I was using. There it is. A little bit of setting powder underneath the eyes. And then the rest of the face. Then we'll finish up with lips, and we're gonna put a little extra glow underneath right here, the highlight stick. I'm gonna use that other cream stick that's a highlighter. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. All right, who else out there is a recovering perfectionist? I say that I'm a perfectionist. And when I say that, it's like, if I can't do it right, then I don't want to do it. That's not the way to go. Attempting is better than not attempting at all. Oh, that extra hair right there. Okay, let's use our big fluffy brush to put that on. Now this will help mute it down, maybe not be quite so glowy, if that's your aim. That's usually mine. And it also sets that product to keep it in place. All right, so let's use a little bit more blush. I'm gonna actually dab the brush into the product instead of putting it on the back of your hand, but I want a little extra color to match my shirt on the end of the nose. We're gonna do the glowy on the with the fan brush, which if you don't have one of these, they're a really good brush, and I think they're in my warehouse sale. And that could be one of your 3 things to get the free product, because it started out more than 20 bucks, and I think it's marked down to like 15 or 10. I don't know, I can't remember. It's really marked down a lot. Just a little extra shiny. Feel like extra hair going on there. Let's do the mascara. Yeah, I definitely have a hair going on there. Mascara's all warmed up, ready to go. This is Quadra. If you don't have Quadra, I'm sorry. Quadra, you can pick up at a discount on my site right now too. Yeah, definitely would be one of your 3 items towards your free gummies. But it has growth serum in it. So if you're one of those people that have itty bitty lashes and you need them to grow, this will help them grow over time. And it also gives instant volume because of the primer that's in there, and it's a tubing mascara. So it's for those of us that are older, our lashes are more fragile, and this is gentler on them because when you remove it, those tubes wrap around your lashes. That's kind of how it's given it its volume. They just use a warm wash rag and it just kind of, you know, comes right off. Doesn't give you raccoon eyes. And I'm going to show you the difference here really quick between the two. Now, I used my Twisted mascara the other day, which is also an amazing mascara that is on sale right now for 15 bucks. Huge deal on that. So a great everyday one, but that it also has biotin and keratin, which will help your lashes be healthier, but not grow. So that what if you need a growth serum? Look at the difference. If you need a growth serum in your lashes and you don't want to buy a separate one, then Quadra is your friend. No, it's not $15, but it's 40. It's marked down from 55 to 40. I have it somewhere. 42, which is an amazing deal. Only through the end of August is it marked down like that. Don't wait. So that could be one of your 3 things in your cart to get the free gummies too. Again, those free gummies are only until they're sold out or Wednesday, whichever comes sooner. And if those gummies do sell out, which I know they are because they're amazing and it's a great deal, and if you're going to get impact from them in 30 days, that's your 30-day gauge, and you might as well get it free to try it out. Free shipping also. Always free shipping on my site, no matter how many products you purchase. But again, if we run out of those gummies, then what's going to happen is we're going to substitute a lip gloss. Get the gummies. Get the gummies. Okay, there we go. That's good for that. Let's do a quick lip, then we'll be heading out. What time is it? Ooh, already running close to time. Try to be out of here close to 9:30 as possible so we can get back in time to walk with the Glam Girls. I'm just going to line this really quickly. Now, if you want a lip deal to get the free gummies, let me know. I can put together a cart for you. All right, this is a lip liner in the color Plush. I need to order Patience. And I'm going to use a color called Well-To-Do. Like all of my lipsticks are on sale too. So if you want a lip deal, let me know. And go pick up those free gummies. Good morning, Linda. Just wrapping this up, but I'll have it posted out on Facebook if you want to watch it from the beginning. Give me a replay. It should be shortly. Also, I'm going to put it on my YouTube channel. All right, this is one of my new lip balms. I'm going to use it as a lip gloss. And these are coming out September 1st. Give it a little shine. All right, that's the look for today. Free gummies, don't forget, free gummies for your hair, skin, and nails. They're gonna happen when you purchase 3 things of retail of 20 or more in your cart. There's a link in the description of this video with my glow up look, and that will get you the free gummies. They automatically should pop into your cart when you go to checkout. So that's a $40 value, and you're going to start to see results using those gummies for your hair, skin, and nails within that bag right there. That's going to be free. So it's going to give you increased volume in your hair. It's going to reduce the shedding that is happening with your hair, which as we get older, that happens. It's going to help your hair be more radiant and glowing, and it's going to help your nails be stronger and grow faster as well. So there we go. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want me to put together a bundle for you so you can pick up those free gummies, only available to Wednesday, or if they sell out, which I feel like they're going to sell out. So you're going to want to get those sooner rather than later. My free gift will also change on Thursday, and that's going to be a liquid shadow. So that's also a great one, but the gummies are amazing. All right, have a fantastic day, and we'll see you guys on Wednesday morning. Bye, y'all.